Hello, everybody. The Quiet Atheist here. I have an interesting story for you guys today. This story angers me, and it is the core reason why I do what I do when it comes to childhood indoctrination. As usual, I want to mention to you guys that the article in its entirety will be provided in the description down below just in case you guys are interested. Now, the article starts off with a study conducted by researchers led by Kathleen H. Corview of Boston University examined how religious exposure affects a child's ability to distinguish between fact and fiction. They found that religious exposure at an early age has a surprising effect. It makes children less able to differentiate between reality and fantasy. The researchers presented three different types of stories: religious, fantastical, and realistic, to a group of 5 and 6-year-olds. Religious children were divided into three groups: children exposed to the Christian religion either as churchgoers who attended public school, non-churchgoers who attended parochial school, or churchgoers who attended parochial school. The fourth group of children included non-church-going children who attended public school and had no exposure to religion in either church or school at all. The goal of the research was to find out if religious exposure would affect the child's ability to identify if the lead character in each of the stories was real or make-believe. The study found that children who attended church services and or were enrolled in a parochial school had a much harder time differentiating between fact and fiction when compared to children of non-religious backgrounds. The study, published in the journal Cognitive Science, states, and I quote, "The results suggest that exposure to religious ideas has a powerful impact on children's differentiation between reality and fiction, not just for religious stories, but also for fantastical stories." End quote. My question is, guys, why do children have to be subjected to this religious nonsense? Now, parents can do whatever they want with their children. However, I don't have to agree with it or support it. I just don't like the fact that when it comes to knowledge, children are literally being robbed because they are being indoctrinated into thinking that it is not okay to question things. They are being taught that it is not okay to learn about reality and what it has to offer. These religious people shield their children with ignorance, and it offends me to no end. After all, it is the children that are the victims here. These Christians do not care, though, and that is a problem. Education is a must. Teaching something to kids that cannot be verified to be true is a form of abuse to me, as far as I'm concerned. It's easy for Christians to plant fear and ignorance into the minds of children, and that is why they pick them so much. I was once a victim of this religious nonsense, guys, and it took me 30 fucking years to get out of it. This type of thing should never happen to children. It does, though, and it is very, very unfortunate.